Hey guys, welcome to another video here. We have another deck tech today, and this deck was a deck that I was trying to try out before the standard bans happened, and then when that got announced, and then also after those announcements got changes, I figured I'd wait to debut the deck when companions were a little bit adjusted, as well as the other cards from standard kind of went away, to kind of see if give this deck a fresh chance, and see if this deck has any legs. Not as maybe a top tier deck, but maybe just like a cool deck if you like some of these cards. So I like this deck for many reasons. First of all, it's based around Chevill, or Chevill, however you want to call it. So Chevill is a 1/3 with Death Touch that basically gives a bounty counter. If we don't have a bounty counter, it's put on either a creature or planeswalker of our that on our opponent's side. We choose which one they get. And then whenever a permanent with a bounty counter on it dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. So it's a potential value card that rewards you for killing your opponent's stuff. So we have quite a bit of removal here in Assassin's Trophy, Mythos of Nethroi, as well as Oath of Kaya, as well as things like Polukranos, and even Garruk if we wanted to, as well as a playset of Vraska. This one's a special one, but it's the same card. As well as Hero of Precinct One, which is a card that was extremely popular when it debuted in Standard, but at certain points it's kind of died down, and now is kind of on an uptick with certain decks like an Esper, or things like that, especially with dire tactics being in the format. So yeah. Other things of note, we have one Kethis in the deck to give us some value. We're running quite a bit of legendary permanents, from Chevill to Kaya to even Oath of Kaya, as well as Questing Beast, Polukranos, and all of our planeswalkers. The other great thing other noteworthy thing is this deck runs a playset of Nissa Who Shakes the World, which was a powerhouse at a certain point in time, and is still, right now, with things like Team of Reclamation, but in other decks it's not as popular. So this will kind of be a test to see, kind of how good Nissa is in its state right now. I don't think it's going to be great because of the threat of Elspeth Conquers Death, but we will see. Yeah. One of Questing Beasts here, we can't run too many of it, although I'd like to, because of the restrictions of Hero of Precinct One. Kind of need to run a certain amount of multicolored cards. So besides it and Mythos and Nissa, or between those 3 cards, you can't really run that many, monocolored cards. Even though Mythos has green and white in the card text, it's still counted as just a black card, unfortunately. So, excited to also see how Mythos of Nethroi performs. I think in this case, we're pretty likely to be able to cast it for the alternative cost. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how good that is. Lands, nothing too crazy for a Fabled Passage, because this is a 3-color deck. And this deck is not typically playing something on turn 1, so if you have to play a Fabled Passage tapped on turn 1, or something like a Indatha Triome, not a big deal, or not a big loss. So Indatha Triome and Fabled Passage being the only real tap lands in the deck. Yeah. So that's it for the main board. In the sideboard, we have some standard stuff, like Duress, Agonizing Remorse, Noxious Grasps, as well as some additional removal and Suffocating Fumes, Kaya's Wrath, as well as the catch-all of Casualties of War, which is very easy for this deck to cast, as well as Night of Autumn, which is crucial in the aggro matchups, as well as the black-red sacrifice decks with the Cat Oven combo have become predominantly competitive again. So that's always something nice to have. And kind of in that line, I wanted something that had the ability to deal with graveyards because of things like Uro or other cards like it that might cause problems. So also same with Croxa. This Apostle seems like a great card to me right now because it kind of gets protection from everything in the red-black sacrifice deck, and can also have the upside of dealing with cards in graveyards. So, yeah, we'll see if we bring it in. I'm worried that there's too many... Oh no, this has to deal with green-white. I thought that these both dealt with black cards, but I'm wrong. I think both... Oh, these are from the same set. So yeah, I'm running the colored hate, just not for the colors that you'd think. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this a try in the ranked ladder. And we are just starting out. I believe this is the ladder has reset. I'm not doing too much of ranking, especially since between my draft videos and my commander videos, I don't end up doing a lot of standard ladder ranking videos, so I don't end up doing that much. So fix my setup here. This hand looks great. We have a Chevill, as well as some potentially powerful plays down the line, so this looks great to me. Not sure what to lead off here. I'm going to lead off on Overgrown Tomb. Just kind of bait our opponent into thinking that we are, you know, some kind of Jund deck. If I play Temple Garden, the jig is kind of up. Hero of Precinct One, to me, is actually a better draw. I'd rather play that right now, since they don't have anything to shovel, even though this is at the beginning of our upkeep, so either way, it's fine. That is interesting. I'm not sure whether to shovel that, or to try an Oath of Kaya in. I think I'm fine just shoveling it. I can't imagine what they could play for 4 mana besides Reclamation, but I don't know. But either way, I'm just going to cast Chevill first, probably. There's not really a reason... I guess there wasn't a reason to play it there, but I don't think they're blocking anyways, so it's fine. So that's kind of interesting. That makes me think that they have some kind of counter card. So I'm actually just going to attack with Hero here. I could attack here as well. And I actually think I'm okay with that, because if they block, then I'm okay with them just taking 2. Yeah, so now they take 3. I think since I have a Vraska in hand, I'd like to just play it. Even if, for some reason, they have a counterspell, which they do here. It makes them use it, and we still have a Vraska in hand. Now, unfortunately, Chevill is not going to place a counter, since there's already a counter, already a permanent with a bounty counter on it. But that does mean we can probably just use Vraska. So here it means they probably have another Frilled Mystic, unless they play something. Interesting. Alright, so here they could have something like Negate, but I'm just going to go ahead and murder their Incubation Druid. It constrains their mana as well as gains me 3 life and draws me a card.
Oh, quiet.
Okay.
It seems fortune favors you.
Okay. Triome here is fine, because it means you get to play land. I think here I'm going to just pass. They could play something with Mutate, but I think I would rather... I don't think there's any value in attacking with Chevill. Okay. Something like Brazen Bar to bounce our token would be annoying here. Although they still can't do anything with Wildborn. Oh, Hydroid Crisis. Okay. Yes, they can't actually... I was going to say, this has Death Touch, so... This works out pretty well for us. And we actually get to place a counter on the Hydroid Crisis. We get to Oath of Kaya. This is great value. Hero of Precinct One. And actually, if I want to, I could tick up Vraska and sack the Oath of Kaya, since that doesn't really do much for us. We have no way to bounce it, and I don't expect them to be attacking us. So yeah, I'm actually going to do that, just to draw extra cards. We even have another Vraska. So we have, if they don't play anything, we have powerful plays here. If they play something cheap, we got 2 Vraska. So if this is another Hydroid Crisis, we could just get to -3 it. Oh my goodness. So like, they're drawing cards here, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just minus and kill that. So Chevill looking pretty great here. Wow. I forgot I'm not doing best of 3. I should be doing best of 3, but still great first showing of the deck. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sideboard. I'm gonna switch to best of 3. I didn't think about that. But what a powerful first showing of the deck. Traditional standard ranked. Very impressive showing from Chevill, as well as Vraska and the various cards. Just the deck just seems to be working so well together, just right from the get-go. It just feels so clean. If we can't find a match as quickly, then we can just stick to best of 1. But I wanted to kind of show off the sideboard because I wanted to try the Apostle out of the sideboard. I think that is a potential tech that might be important. Okay. I like this hand. It's got a nice curve. And the lands makes sense. Yeah, it's a hand of lands and spells, so can't complain. The question is probably just going to lead on the Triome and save the Fabled Passage for turn 4. That might change my mind. I might want to save the Triome. No, because this is our only white source. I could actually do this. I could play Fabled Passage on turn 1 and get a Plains and save this to cycle. What are the odds that I actually need that? I think unlikely. I'm going to go ahead and play the Triome here. Having a Triome on turn 1 is always kind of awkward, but okay. Fabled Fib. Here we can just go ahead and play Hero. Drawing the Swamp there makes me wish I had held the Triome now, but it's fine. Uro. So this looks like some kind of blink. Interesting that they run Bonder's Enclave. Interesting that Kaya is actually going to be really great here, because it's just going to straight up exile the Uro. Yeah, now I'm drawing a ton of lands, but that's alright. Go ahead and tick up.
I like a good fight.
And exile the Uro. So actually, now that I think about it, we already have pre-board, so maybe the Apostle isn't necessary. Maybe just the fact that it's... But it might just be the fact that it has protection from black might be relevant enough. I don't know. I didn't think about Kaya exiling. I forgot about Kaya exiling lands. That's rough. It's a powerful magic card. Alright. Chevill's cool. Actually, that's nice with Polukranos. We'll show that trick when we see it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my second white source. Even though I don't think I'll need it, there's no harm. And we get to just slam Polukranos. I want to use the Fabled Passage to have extra cards for Polukranos, since Polukranos is a hefty demanding card. So, I have two options. I can wait for Chevill, in which case I think I should. And I can also even, like, fight the Fabled Fib. Yeah. fight the Fibblethib and fight the Questing Beast, so I'm gonna go ahead and not block here. I can't block with any of these, I could only block with Polukranos. So... oh, actually I have to wait on Chevill, but that's alright.
Unfold as a brush rag, so graceful.
Okay.
I call,
Chevill.
and Ikoria answers.
Alright, I need to get... oh, I can get whatever color. I can get either black or green. I'm just gonna get green here. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So, the question becomes... we can hit here and hit here. And if we attack all... so this will bring Polukranos down to 2. And then we could attack all. Or I could attack here and attack here. And he would have a 3-3 Vigilance. And that wouldn't be able to kill Vivian. I think I need to get rid of Vivian here. It's a card that gives him lots of value. Oh, I can't kill both. I can only kill... I can only kill one. But there wasn't much I could do about that. I think my plan is to just fight the beast. And if I attack all, he blocks here and takes 2, or blocks here and here. So he can eat one of them. Question is, can I manage that? I'm gonna try seeing if I can outvalue him. I think I need to hold on to value. The only issue is that Chevill can't block the quest. If Chevill could block Questing Beasts, it would be so good. I'm making sure that this is not... oh, it's any time a permanent. Right, because this can target Planeswalkers too. I forgot about that. This is an interesting list from our opponent.
Savagery loves company. The harrier.
Okay. So they get a 5-drop, right? It's 5 mana? 6 mana, right? So they get a 5 mana or less. What's 5 mana that they're going to put into play? Cavalier? And they get to destroy... okay, they don't have an artifact or enchantment that they can destroy, but... ooh, interesting. Yeah, that's a hefty, hefty big. Alright, so the question is, what do we want to kill? I think I don't really want to target Phil. I think I have to target the Luminous Broodmoth. Questing Beast. So I'm never going to be able to get Polukranos. I think my only valid play is to cast Questing Beast. And now the question becomes, if I attack, they just block with Questing Beast. So I can attack here. I think that's a definite. Oh, I guess because they have the Broodmoth. That's really annoying. Yeah, I don't know how I beat this. Yeah, this is creating a big issue for us since we didn't draw our removal. I think I have to pass once again. Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with the Broodmoth without removal. I just need to draw it. Jesus. This seems like a very slow deck. Besides the Great Hedge, I don't see how this deck beats aggro matchups. But once again, like a lot of decks seem to be just shifting themselves towards aggro right now. All right, I don't think I can handle taking more damage, even though this means it's gonna come back with flying. I gotta do what I can do now. Yeah, that's annoying too. Yeah, I'm not sure how we beat this. I think if I don't draw removal for the Broodmoth this exact turn, kind of just scoop. I need to draw something like Assassin's Trophy or Mythos.
Witness the ties that bind us all. We will adapt.
Yeah, I need some removal for the Broodmoth. That's the only thing that gets us into this game. Oh, they do Koga. Oh, they can return, yeah, it's a human. That's some good value.
Behold, nature's true power.
Okay. That's kind of funny with Mothra. That is disgusting. Disgusting. I was gonna say, Ur is the only card in his graveyard. Alright, cool. We're gonna just scoop here because there's not really a great way for us to win that. Not very clean. Alright, so first thing is we're gonna get Noxious Grasps in here. Besides that, Agonizing Remorse is a fine card. Kaya's Wrath and Casualties of War seem like good cards to have. So let's see. What do we want to take out? I think taking out a single Vraska is a good place to start, as well as an Oath of Kaya. We might take out the Hero of Precinct once, as well as, I don't know if Questing Beast was too effective there. It takes care of Koga, potentially, trades with it. Does Kaya, not Oath of Kaya, does Kaya do anything for us here? It exiles Uro. But so does Noxious Grasp, as well as Agonizing Remorse. I think I'm going to take out the Oath of Kayas. And let's cut a Chevill as well as a Hero of Precinct One. Just kind of want to play the control game and just play big stuff towards the end, like Vraska's, and try and win the game with Polukranos or Kethis. Yeah. I think we need to be playing the reactive game since there's no way it doesn't seem like we can outvalue them. We need to make sure we have removal for the Broodmoth as well as the rest of their value cards. Excuse me. Alright, gonna take the play here. Hand is not fantastic, but I'm gonna keep it. If we ever get to hit the Casualties of War, those are going to be very powerful. Alright. Alright. And there's good. Gonna lead on Chevill, even though I don't think they had any 2-drops. Oh, they did. Well, unfortunately, we can't put a counter on it. But we're gonna go ahead and Agonizing Remorse here just to see what they have. Interesting. So we could take Uro, or we could take Teferi. The Great Hedge here costs, yeah, 7? Is it 7 mana artifact, or does it normally cost 7? I think it normally costs 7, right? Oh, let me look up. Great Hedge normally costs 7. Okay, I couldn't tell. Oh, it normally costs 9. Okay, so that's actually currently costing 7. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Teferi here. I think I'm okay with them having Uro.
Only time will tell.
And I'm not going to attack here. Just there's no incentive. If they want to play... You know, I don't need to attack with it right now. It doesn't do anything for me. So I'd like to be able to hit Casualties of War before the Great Hedge comes down and becomes a problem. Yeah. I'm gonna jam my Vraska here. I'm just gonna tick up and pass. Yeah, not gonna sack anything, just gonna keep my buddy there. I was gonna say Questing Beast would be a really bad card to see here, but we don't. So that's kinda nice. Okay, just gonna play this and tick up.
Don't dwell on what's about to happen.
Decline. And if we hit one more land, we'll get to cast Casualties of War. Also, currently we can cast Mythos for... So, we could try to contest this. You know what? I think that's kind of correct. I don't think this matters, but I'm going to try and contest it with Vraska. I think that's worth it to a certain degree. So now maybe I've changed my mind, and now I'm going to try and... Now I'm going to minus it probably just to get value. Especially if I want to hit Casualties of War. Okay, so we already hit Casualties of War. So now this is an interesting question. Is they probably... Do they have... Yeah, they don't. So they probably just play the Great Hedge next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and tick up. And just do nothing and play this tapped pass. Because now next turn I get to just really mess up their plan. If they just cast the Great Hedge here. Okay, Fairy's a little bit of a... Actually, that's totally fine. Because if they bounce it... Oh no, we don't get to replay it because we don't have the mana. But I am going to go ahead and Casualties. Am I going to Casualties of War here? I think so. My other option is to just play Chevill and tick down Vraska here. Do I like that? I'm going to go ahead and do this now, because I don't see myself sacking anything with Vraska, and I just want to save some time. The other option is to Chevill minus Vraska here, and hope that they play the Great Hedge. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could also try to deny their mana. I'm not sure how good of a plan that is, though. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to try trying to contest their mana. Because here, if I just do this, this doesn't do anything.
The day is yours.
And I can get the counter off with Casualties of War anyways, whereas I couldn't do that with Paradise Druid next turn. So I'm not certain what kind of cards they could play that aren't the Great Hedge, or that might not be the Great Hedge here. I'm not sure what they wouldn't play. Yeah.
I've got it.
The one thing that I really don't want to see is Questing Beast. I think that might ruin my day. That's the only card that I really, really, really don't want to see. Okay. So now it becomes an interesting question of, can we... Yeah, we can't do anything with Casualties of War. We could... Oh no, we could. We could actually tap this for black, then tap this for black, and untap it, and tap it again. So technically we could cast Nissa and Casualties of War. But if Nissa gets countered, then we do nothing. So I think I'd rather just cast Casualties of War here, and do these three. So destroy a creature, destroy probably their Temple of Mystery. Like, this might be relevant. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy this, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's a little annoying. Alright, well, that's to be expected. Let's just take up... Do I want to sack something?
An unfortunate casualty.
I don't think so. I don't think I want to start getting rid of my stuff. Alright, no attacks here.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Okay, so they have one card that's not the Great Hedge. They could just be playing the Great Hedge here, which would be astounding. That would be exactly what I would want. Like, them just jamming the Great Hedge. If they just jam Uro here, I'm okay with that. But that doesn't seem to be what they're doing. I can't tell what this is. Koga. So if you fight that, you're dude. Oh no, if you bounce your oh no. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so that's a little annoying. But we do get blind result. No, I kind of don't. Oh, that's insane. Because now Nissa gets cast. We get to tap this for white, and this for black, and this gets to destroy this. Notice we didn't need to pay that, but I wanted to. So let's go ahead and just untap this Godless Shrine since we don't need it. Go ahead and attack Teferi here. So we get to take away a lot of resources from our opponent, as well as put two big threats onto the board, both in Nissa and the permanent. And we still have a Casualties of War in our hand. So that was absolutely fantastic. If they just play an Uro here, we just get to kill it with Vraska. They do get to play the Great Hedge here, but that means we just get to Casualties of War. So I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, that looks like what they're doing. We're very close to ulting Vraska, if we really wanted to. Yep, so that looks to be what they're doing. They're probably going to cast Charming Prince here. Idiot. Interesting. Okay, so they get some value out of their card. The issue is, I think we have to try and get rid of Kinian, so we're probably going to have to minus Vraska. Be really nice to draw. Oh, that is also good. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do all of these options. Let's go ahead and destroy, yeah, definitely the Great Hedge, probably just Uro, and probably Castle Vantress here. And, oh, cancel. I don't want to destroy a Planeswalker. Artifact, creature, land. Yeah, that's it. Art, creature, and land. Yeah, just the Castle Vantress here. I was going to say, I do not want to destroy my own Planeswalker. That would be not great. Let's go ahead and destroy Kinian. Let's go ahead and tick up on this forest and attack all. Yep, that's fine. And we get to just keep on minusing Vraska here while they remove cards from their graveyard. That's totally fine. Questing Beast. So where are you attacking? Okay. Probably trying to kill Vraska, in which case I'm just going to Assassin's Trophy this. Yeah, there you go. They get a land, and they get another card in the graveyard for Uro, but again, Uro is not going to pressure us right now, because we just have a Vraska that's just able to do whatever we want. Okay, so it's most likely a Dovin's Veto that they're holding up, which we'll have to keep in mind. Yeah, so now they only have 2 cards in their graveyard. Oh, it's a Fabled Passage. That's okay. That certainly helps. Do I want to do that? Is it instant? I think I'm fine just using Vraska's minus. It puts it at risk of dying to Fib with it, but I can't imagine what could possibly die to it, and I'd rather save it for something else. This Noxious Grasp has so many uses, so yeah, I hate for it to, you know, go to waste. Yeah, I want to put it on my non-forest lands first, just so I have potentially more mana. It is unfortunate if they end up having 2 removal spells that there's no way we can save our Vraska from the 1 point of damage from this thing. But I highly doubt that that's a likely plan. And if they do, they're killing our Vraska while we have a Chandra on 9. That is scary. Okay, let's go ahead and tap this for like that. Let's tick up. I'm gonna tick up here, and I don't think I'm gonna do anything with Vraska just yet, and I'm not even gonna do anything with these. I'm not sure whether to pass.
The ends justify the means.
But I am going to play this. I think I need to say I think I need to use this on Kinian now. Oh, that's awkward. But yeah, it means that they get the activation, but it means they don't get any more activations after this. And okay, Questing Beast is not bad. That's actually probably good, because now we can just pass. And they do get to draw an extra card with Wanderer's Enclave, but it keeps us safe. Okay, here I'm just going to chump, because we're going to probably plan on using Nissa's ability. Oh, Ketra. That's a little scary. So they draw an extra card here. Yeah, I think now... I think it was still correct to destroy Castle Vantress. Do I have lands? I have plenty of lands, so I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually, I should just go ahead and get this. Right, is search your land for any number of forest cards. Oh no, so wait, so let me do this. Let me do this first. So let me get my planes. Right. And then use this ability.
When the land speaks, I shall listen.
And that's it. All my forests. Enter tapped. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tap this for mana. Yeah, and sack it.
As long as we win, nothing else matters.
Let me actually sack my forest. I lied. Well, that's not too useful. Yeah, so now attacking doesn't really do anything for us. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately it means our Nissa's probably dying. Yeah, that Bonder's Enclave actually mattered here. What is this? There, Nissa. Okay. So it didn't matter whether we played this year. Oh, Spark Double? Spark Double to copy what? Oh, Ketra? Jesus. Yeah, our opponent's just drowning us in value. That? I was gonna say, that was probably not a great idea to do, since now we can kill that. But... Thassa Deep Dwelling? What is this deck? The deck is just filled with just value cards. Okay. Okay. Actually, so we can save... Oh, no, we can't, because the questing beasts. So, yeah, we're pretty boned either way. We could double block to kill Oketra, which doesn't do much. We could double block to kill questing beasts, again, doesn't do much. Or you could single block Fibblethib, single block questing beast, but that doesn't actually save Nissa. Yeah, I'm just going to double block questing beast, because that's the most profitable trade.
I must go.
Does this do anything? No. Let's try and find a different card.
Sometimes sacrifice.
I mean, that does a thing. Exiles Nissa. I don't think it does what we want it to.
I am in need of rest.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we win this game from here. I mean, just the hit into Spark Double. I don't know why they're running Spark Double. It doesn't seem like a very... I guess they're trying to combo with Kinnian. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Maybe we tap a non-land permanent. Yeah, I don't... I guess Kinnian is in here just for value. I guess it works fine with the Great Hedge. Yeah, this whole list kind of confuses me. Oh, there's another one.
I will aid you.
Alright, that's probably gonna do it, because they just get to bounce one of our lands. Yeah.
Might be a bad idea.
You can play this out, but it's like, there's two God Eternal Catchers on the board. And they can even tap this down. Yeah, they just have lethal. Yeah, they just have lethal. There's no point in... Yeah, they just tap our creature down and we're dead. Alright. GG's. Ironic how I was more scared of Oketra, which is the non-OG god, than Thassa. Oops, why am I going into a bot match? Why did it auto-select to that? I might need to switch to playing best of one because people seem to be more comfortable playing kind of janky, good stuff decks in these kinds of queues because they get the sideboard for aggressive matchups. Whereas in best of one, you don't really get to do that. Here's nice, we get turn 2 Chevill. Just kidding, we get turn 2 Hero Precinct. Boros Guildgate is weird. This makes me think, okay. I'm just gonna cast Chevill here. I don't think there's any cards that we really care about, so I'm just gonna go ahead and attack with. Okay, that changes things. No attacks. I don't know why they did that, because that saves me time. Okay. Gonna put on that. So I have some options here. I can exile a token. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Somebody bothering me. I had
And then probably just attack with this. Probably just this. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Sure. You have two blockers right here. These don't have trample, right? Yeah. This doesn't seem like a very effective play here. That makes it even better, because this just allows us to exile that.
Gone for now, but not forever.
And then Vraska this. Yeah, this just seems to dominate this guy.
I'm good at what I do.
Beautiful.
Pity we couldn't have been allies.
Yeah, that start is just very powerful. That start of Chevill into, or Hero Precinct 1 into Chevill into any Planeswalker or any kind of removal just seems very powerful. Oh, that was standard ranked. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I was doing traditional. Yeah, let's stick to just best of one. Let's keep it simple. This allows us to see a different kind of decks. I don't know. It depends what the channel wants. If the channel really wants to see sideboarding, I'll show sideboarding. But I think most people enjoy the best of one experience, unless they're in like an actual tournament. I think we did one, sideboarding game and kind of saw how the deck would sideboard in those instances. I like how this looks. Once again, there's kind of this awkwardness of the tap lands and which one to play first, but I think the answer is clearly the Triome here because of wanting to play Hero and Chevill. So here you have a Mardu list. I'm going to show the Forest. And just play Hero. Yeah. Sure. Let's just play the Swamp and Chevill, and we can actually potentially deal with this next turn. I'm not gonna, obviously not gonna attack here, because it doesn't do anything. In fact, it loses us our creature. So. What do you have here? Tajik. So that's fine, because that allows us to put that there. They could have plenty of different kinds of removal, or not removal, interaction here, but I'm not going to play around it. I'm also not going to attack either. Oh no, this can't get first strike. I am going to give myself a plane, since we have plenty of other stuff. So yep. They could have something that protects it like that. Not much we could do about that. So yeah. Could have played Polukranos if we expected that. But I don't think that's too big of an issue. Especially since we have all these little guys here. I think I'm just gonna block this and take 3. Like, I don't need to block this because this just gets first strike. Yeah. Embercleave is a very annoying card here. Yeah, this is just destroy. So I have some options here. I could just jam Polukranos. That's kind of what I'm wanting to do right now. I'm going to take another 12 at least, or another 8. But if I can land Polukranos and then use it to kill the General Enforcer and the Tajik, although this is my only chance to... I think Polukranos is going to help. I'm going to play the Polukranos. I'm going to play this and activate this for... Probably, yeah, I just have a black land. Yeah, I forgot about that. The number of basics in this deck is very limited. Since I'm not blocking with either of these, I guess I could block with this. Maybe. So I'll just attack with Hero. For having Embercleave, running all the tap lands seems strange. Yeah, so it has Indestructible. So, yeah, I'm just gonna let it hit us. I mean, I don't... If they Embercleave, we go to 5. Yeah, I'm gonna let them hit us. Like, I don't expect... Yeah, okay. I'm glad that happened. Okay, that's fine. That is a bit scary. But let's go ahead and attack this. Wait, say what? Oh, they have kind of an interesting combo here. Wait, how do I deal with this? Oh, I have to kill it like this. I did not read those cards. I have to do this if I want to be able to deal with that. That is really annoying. So this gains us 3 life. I wish I had known that beforehand. Alright, that would have... Oh, that would have... Oh, man. cost other than the chosen cost. Oh, so this only has protection, so we have 2 mana for that. So as long as we can just survive, goodness gracious, this is such a weird list. It's non-token. So, I think the first things first is to do that. Then to block one of each of these. And then to see, can we survive? I think I have to put everything in front of here. And then we might survive. I think this is my only option. I could do this, and I would take 2. And here I would take 4 plus 2. I think that's better, because this leaves us with a better board. I did not. I completely forgot the text of Tajik, and also I realized that that would be non-combat damage. Yeah. Does that allow us to survive? It might, actually. This does mean... Oh, no. This, because the Tajik, the Embercleave just goes on something else. Yeah, we can kill the Tajik, but then... they kill one of our blockers. Yeah, they kill our blocker. And then they just have... yeah, that's, ay, ay, ay. Not a great, God, Embercleave. Yeah, that was a little bit of a misplay there, not being able to read. That's a powerful combo, though, from the opponent. Definitely, unexpected. And being able to curve 2 into 3. The, protection... soldier into Tajik. Yeah, the only way to really deal with that would be Kaya's Wrath. That would be the only effect. And that wouldn't even get rid of Tajik, now that I think about it. Yeah. Yeah, I think if they didn't have the protection spell on the turn where they played Tajik, it would have been a different game. Alright, this will be the last game here, and we'll just finish off the deck. This hand seems awesome. Very excited by this. So far, the deck seems good. It just seems like it just doesn't get there in certain cases. You know, it's a mid-range deck, and it kind of loses to, you know, the other ends of the spectrum sometimes. Oh, that's a cool crystal animation. Okay, so here we have mono red. This is an interesting test to see what the matchup is like. I'd like to draw another land for Kaya. This does actually mean that we can block effectively, since I don't mind playing Chevill. But I'm just going to go ahead and block. Okay. So, blocking here saves us 3 damage, even if they have a shock. That's fine. I'm fine with that. This next turn, though, we're not gonna, because we want to be able to play Oath of Gaia. If they play something like Anax here, that'd be the best. Fervent Champion is annoying. Yeah, not gonna deal with that this time, even though we're gonna take a big amount of damage. 4 is not that much, but we're gonna gain 6 this next turn, so... all good with me. Do your stuff. Robber of the Rich. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves... we don't need a forest. Let's just get ourselves a swamp, just in case. So now the question becomes, what's gonna do us more damage? Probably, I think, the Robber of the Rich is what we want to get rid of. A land here would be great. That's okay. And then playing Kai here is going to be nice. So... here, once again, I think I'm okay with taking the 5, since we're going to gain back 6, potentially. Anax, okay. Actually want to, yeah, put the counter on Anax, even though this is gonna... because this, yeah, this doesn't exile, and this, yeah, isn't gonna do much. Yeah, let's just play the Oath of Gaia here. This will allow us to gain a bunch of life. Really need to draw that next land. Now I think I need to start blocking. Okay, that's fine. Land for Kaya's Wrath? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, this is only if you're the target of a spell, so yeah. So now they can just play Bone Crusher Giant if they want, but we just get to answer back with Vraska. Yeah. And they could play a haste creature and attack us, but that would trigger Oath of Gaia, or they could shock it, which gains us 2 life anyways. So, yeah. Either way, we're getting something out of Vraska. We're getting a 2-for-1 out of Vraska with Oath of Gaia. And they are pretty pressured to do that. Now, note, that is our only Oath of Gaia, or I'm sorry, Kaya's Wrath in the deck, so we are going to have to be wary of that going forward. Okay, so Bone Crusher Giant is kind of scary here. The only thing that lets them play Embercleave next turn, though, is a land and a creature with haste. No, no, just a land. Just a land is all they need. I'm just gonna go ahead and play Hero, and play Kaya, and exile the Fervent Champion. Just want to start removing our opponent's board. Once again, even if they have a shock or a way to deal with our blockers and start attacking Kaya, doesn't actually do anything for them. And next turn we just get to start playing Nissa. Anax is fine. Yep, definitely gonna block here. Mythos is not exactly what we want here, but here we can just exile, let's say Anax and Robber. Doesn't actually matter, they have no recursion. And now we've kind of stabilized here, we get to start playing Planeswalkers. Opponent is not happy about us gaining 2 life. Especially not every turn. We don't have a way to make another token with Hero, but we at least have Nissa to make a 3/3. Probably just going to put the Temple Garden up for grabs, since we want to keep around our forests. And we also want to keep around our... I guess we already have 2 black sources. Well, we really don't need all this white mana. The white mana is just because... all of the white mana is just because we want to be able to play Hero of Precinct 1 and Kaya early in the game, as well as eventually be able to play Kaya's Wrath. Besides that, the deck is essentially just Golgari, except for maybe casting the white part of Mythos. We're in a pretty commanding position here. We've never actually used Kethis in its you know, in the way that you want. Actually, I don't even think we draw on it or cast it, but it's just there. I think it's just there in case games go long. Alright. Up 2 life. Jam the Nissa. Yeah, let's go ahead and just untap our forest. Could attack here. That would give our opponent a 1/1. I think I'd rather just be able to use Bone Crush or the Temple Garden, the land defensively. I don't want to. I guess if they don't block, I guess I should do that anyways. But yeah, maybe that was a misplay. I should have attacked there. That was wrong because if they don't block, we just get 3 free damage, and if they do block, then they get a 1/1. Because in this case, either way, they're going to have Embercleave, and in this case, if they put Embercleave on Anax, Anax becomes 6 power. So, actually, that's pretty scary. Yeah, that was not a good play. I don't think that loses us the game here. Again, they still have to have Embercleave. I'm not even sure if the mono red decks run it anymore. I don't know. Our opponent might also have just gone away. That might be a possibility. Alright. Apparently they had had enough. I definitely think we were in a commanding position there. So, yeah. Alrighty. That's going to finish up the video here. Take a look back at the deck. Overall, especially the first 2 games were pretty impressive. I think the deck definitely struggles against decks that don't use as many creatures or as many easy to deal with permanents. This deck is definitely trying to prey on decks that just kind of jam Teferi or jam Planeswalkers early in the game, right? So if we're on the play at turn 2 Chevill into a turn 3 play, and they play Teferi, we just give the Teferi a bounty counter and play Vraska, and you know we get our value. Oh, I guess they bounced the Chevill, but still we get to fire back with the Vraska. But I think this deck definitely has some legs. It might need to be changed a bit. The sideboard cards might also need to change. Maybe like some banishing lights to better deal with permanents in general. The deck definitely has trouble with things like that stick, as well as you know, I'm not sure about Kaya's Wrath. Another thing that might be kind of great is you know, some kind of minus removal spell that you know, like dead weight but Deadweight I don't think is a great example. But something that gets past, I guess, also exiling any card that exiles. But there's not a lot of black cards that exile. So that's what I'm saying. Banishing Light might be the card that I would look at for this deck. But again, it's really constrained by Hero of Precinct One. It might be better to just not run it and run something else and free up your slot. You know, run some more questing beasts. I don't know. There are ways to play around with the deck, but I definitely think Chevill was shown to be a pretty worthy card, as well as Vraska still is a powerful card in her own right. I think a lot of people have been losing respect both for Vraska and Nissa. I think that they're still relevant cards in the metagame. So there you go. That was Chevill midrange. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll copy the deck list and put it in the description if you want to try it out, and let me know how it goes. And if you like this video, leave a comment. Also, leave a like. And look forward to some more deck techs in the future. Alright, see you next time.